It's time for more Eastenders spoilers. Eastenders is back on Monday the 7th of September, which is next week. It's the same amount of episodes that it always was, slightly shorter episodes. They all run at sort of 20 or just over minutes. But either way, we're back in Walford, and let's find out what awaits us for the week of September the 7th to September the 11th, 2020. Kicking straight off then with Ian Beale. As we last saw, Ian and Sharon got one over Phil Mitchell by getting the Queen Vic back. They're enjoying setting the place up, but Ian makes a bit of a mistake when he gets the old Queen Vic head back on the bar after the investigation into the boat crash has been done, and it brings back a lot of terrible memories for Sharon. Not surprising because her son died on that boat. Ian realises he's made a mistake, but he's soon distracted by more problems. He's blackmailed Dottie into withdrawing his statement about her to the police, so she should have an easier time in court if she agrees to stay quiet about his involvement in young Dennis's death. But Dottie doesn't stick to her words, and after some disagreements with Ian, like these two are always arguing, she decides enough's enough and she marches straight over to the Vic and tells Sharon the truth. Denny's dead because of Ian. How's Sharon going to react to this massive news? And will Ian be able to talk his way out of it? If you're a fan of Ballum, Ballum could be on the rocks. Ben decides, after he's having his hearing sorted, that he wants to celebrate by giving Callum a key to the Mitchell residence. While Callum must be thrilled about that, he then gets a bit of a shock when he's at work. Given what seems to be a bit of a boring case at first, Callum has to go through CCTV of a warehouse robbery and see if he can spot any suspects. And a suspect he spots, none other than his own boyfriend, Ben Mitchell. Callum now finds himself torn between his job and his boyfriend. Is he going to tell the truth, or will he hide that particular evidence to protect Ben? Either way, he drops some subtle hints to Ben as the week goes on and becomes more irritated when Ben continues to lie. Is Ben about to be his own undoing? Last we saw of Chantelle and Gray, they were in a very unhealthy relationship, with Gray being a bit of an abusive dick towards his wife. But when we catch up with the resident of Albert Square after lockdown, Chantelle is ready to move on, but she's going to need some help in order to do so, so she tries to find her own lawyer. Obviously, she's not going to go to Gray for this one, to try and help her break free from his clutches. She soon finds out how much it costs though, and it ain't cheap. So she tries to speak to Kierat to see if he'll be willing to lend her the money. Kierat obviously wants a bit of Chantelle himself, so does it. But what Chantelle doesn't know is that Kierat is getting himself into even more financial trouble by helping her. Is Kierat going to regret helping Chantelle, and will she get free from Gray? The secret relationship between Habiba and Jags continues, and it seems that Jags is getting more and more disheartened by how keen Habiba is to keep everybody in the dark about the fact that they're together. Is this a new secret relationship that's doomed? And Ruby Allen finds herself in some trouble when she's the victim of identity fraud. Needed some cash quick, she turns to Vinny, and the two plan a bit of an insurance scam. But Ruby changes her mind at the last minute, but is it too late? And is somebody in Walford going to pay the price for her deception? And it's all changed for the Carters as Mick and Linda get used to life outside of the Queen Vic. Linda gets to work pretty quickly at the laundrette, but things aren't quite so easy for Mick and he's struggling to find work. When Tina suggests he can come and work at the Albert, he's thrilled, but it turns out that Frankie's already been offered the job. Mick, ever the gentleman, steps aside and allows Frankie to have the position, but poor old Frankie's going to have her work cut out for her now trying to impress Tina. And what's Linda going to say when she finds out that Mick has just turned down work that he really needs? So that's it, your first week back at Eastenders. Obviously a lot we can't talk about, it's a pretty big week back, but honestly it's just good to get back into Walford again. So yeah, look out for these episodes starting next week, and we'll keep our Eastenders spoilers coming weekly. Thanks for watching these ones. Look out as well for spoilers for Neighbours, Coronation Street and Emmerdale that will all be going up at some point. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for more spoilers.